Okay. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. As you can see, I'm actually painting right now, and I was thinking about other great artists like myself. I'm painting a banana. Okay, it's a very important banana. It's probably the best banana you'll ever see, and yeah, I'm just thinking about really. First of all, Atletico Madrid were diving yesterday. Ironically, I'm using watercolors, so they really taught me how to use those. Nah, but seriously, man, Leroy Sane being back is such a huge plus for Bayern. Apparently, he wants to be back for the Frankfurt game. I hate that club. I'll make a video on them and why I hate them so much. Every year we'll play them. Every game we'll play Eintracht Frankfurt. I will be making a video about why I hate them so much. But preferably speaking, Sane being back is such a huge plus for Bayern for many reasons. I think, oh, I should have probably added salt, and that would have made the solution. It would absorb the colors. Yeah. So Leroy Sane being back, first of all, his creativity in front of goal is dangerous. Sane is deadly. I hope he doesn't start, by the way. That would be pretty much suicidal, considering he just came back from a long injury. Not long. 3 weeks wasn't too long. But for me, hey, how do I get this color, man? How do I get... It's not green, but it's not yellow. It's between green and yellow, but it's not the color that I have on here when I mix green and yellow. So what the hell do I do? Is it some sort of purple? Well, I mean, let's get that black out of the way first. I mean, that's probably the most important thing. The thing with Sane is that his explosiveness, man. You saw what Coman did, right? You saw it. What Kingsley Coman did is everything we've all been asking for in our winger, to be able to just turn it on and run at those terrorists, destroy defenders. And Coman, 2 goals, 1 assist. Kudos to him. And you're just thinking to yourself, well, you know what? If he can do that every week, that's absolutely amazing. But Sane's back, and that adds a little bit more consistency to our wingers. Serge Gnabry is out with the coronavirus. Man, I hate this damn bastard disease, man. I hate this bastard virus. Just came out of nowhere. My goodness. Just ruined everyone's vibe. I'm telling you. And now Gnabry has it. And now there's a Bayern staffer that apparently has it, and he's quite close to the players. I'm thinking to myself, there was a point where I was like, damn, German efficiency. Bayern would never get this. And now everyone's getting it. And it's pretty sad. I hate this virus so much. You don't understand. Like, there's nothing in me that thinks this virus is cool. And I'm sure everyone probably feels the same way. But it's just so annoying that everything's going all right, and then all of a sudden, Paul Pogba, everyone gets coronavirus. Mbappe. So Leroy Sane is definitely going to be a huge plus for us, considering, with Gnabry being out now. I'm trying to pull out this black, right? I'm trying to get this black to almost be gray. It's kind of working, but not really. Crap, that looks so terrible. Let's try and take out that black again. Maybe absorb it with some salt. Salt absorbs colors for all of you non-professional artists out there. I'm feeling like Thiago Alcantara, chance after chance created. Kimikinho, the German Xavi. I mean, I'm kind of wondering what everyone's gonna think about. Hey, this is amazing. I never thought I'd enjoy making a video of me painting. But I am. I'm being an artist. I'm creating chances. But yeah, with Gnabry, his explosive, not Gnabry, Sane, his explosiveness. George, you're racist. Just because they both have, I didn't even need to say that. But yeah, just his explosiveness in front of goal especially, and just running in behind. I was starting to think, man, this is a real partnership. Him and Lewandowski and Gnabry were creating something. And I'm glad now Coman's here. Maybe they could create something together. Kingsley Coman and Leroy Sane. Kane. They can do it, right? Kane. Maybe they can create something going together. I mean, maybe that's a little positive from the injury or the absence of Gnabry. And then again, Gnabry can get a rest, because I always thought he needed a rest, because he was playing pretty much every other game, or essentially every game before he got injured. Not injured, corona. So, I mean, you might as well be injured, right? Because you're pretty much not training. You're doing everything that an injured player would be doing anyway. So, I'd consider that a big injury. We got injured, right? So, I mean, you're essentially... Oh, What does white and black or green and black produce? What does that produce? You know how, people call races different things? So white people would be white people, black people would be black people. I wonder what green people would look like. And yellow people would be Asians, despite the fact that they're not even yellow, and black people aren't even black, and white people. Why is that a thing? Oh, hell no. Why is that a thing? I just realized they call people all these things without them being any. Oh. Do we have white? Nah, turn on. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with my lights, man? I'm telling you. I paid a lot of money for these lights, and they don't want to work. So, yeah, Sane. Also, Davies. This is Bayern news, so let's talk about Alphonso Davies. I don't understand. What does Davies have to do to get a game these days? I don't get it, because Davies was never out of form. I'm kind of confused why Flick said Alphonso Davies needs to get back in form, because I didn't really think he was out of form, if I'm being honest, personally speaking. Now, of course, Flick watches Davies train week in, week out, and he said something about Davies training well, and I'm like, well, what was happening before that? Was he just not training well? So I'm a little bit confused where Flick's coming from, but I'm sure he knows a little bit more about Davies than I do. Is that going to be that color? Oh, it's not brown, but it's and it that's that color. Okay, that's what we use for that little spot right there. And no walking back. I made the decision 2 seconds ago, so we're gonna have to adhere to that decision. So with Davies, I don't know. Maybe he wasn't training well, but Flick would probably just not say it blatantly out loud. I mean, look, what I like about Flick is that he's very honest, it looks like. Like he'll tell his players, look, you played well. And then he'll tell them, oh, you didn't play well. And they have to improve and focus on his criticism. Coman, my man has a game of his life. Most managers would just say, Kingsley played well. Flick is coming out of press conferences and you're like, well, that's the benchmark. You have to play like that every game. I mean, that's the manager we have. We have a robot. No feelings, just vibes. Seriously, because most managers would just say, wow, what a performance. Flick's just there like, well, that's your benchmark now. And that's it. And that's the benchmark for all our wingers. Stupid me. I keep mentioning Gnabry. I'm sorry, Serge. You're not even here and I'm mentioning you. Okay, so when Lewandowski and Müller aren't scoring, right? You need your wingers to be the prominent players. I mean, everyone's so focused on wingers scoring goals these days. They don't need to be scoring as much. Robin wasn't scoring as much, neither was Ribéry. Why? Because they played in a different era that required different things from wingers. Your wingers, that's why I respect Neymar so much. Even though Neymar's not a full out winger, he still very much does a lot of things that are coherent with, the older wingers. And for me, I like that a lot. I need my wingers to be very explosive, to be active in the game, and to do the things that most players don't want to do in the modern day. Most wingers want to cut inside. The thing with that is, you kind of lose that threat from your wingers, man. That all out, dribbling, going at fullback threat. And then again, your fullbacks are becoming your wingers these days. So there's so many annoying things that I hate about modern football. That's why if I had a choice of modern football and old football, well, I couldn't have a choice because there's no way for me to be that old, Everyone's like, oh my goodness, I love Franz Beckenbauer. And I'm like, damn, man, you're a fossil. You saw the dinosaurs die. Seriously, because you cannot be that old. Yeah, so, oh man, that looks amazing. Oh, and then it kind of just blends in. Okay, I like that a lot. So that's what I'm thinking with the modern wingers. You don't need your wingers scoring every 2 seconds. I'm not a fan of that. I need my wingers to take people on. That's why I like Coman's game a lot, but at the same time I get frustrated with his lack of end product sometimes. Because of course I don't want you or need you to be scoring every 2 seconds for me to be satisfied. But when you do get the opportunities to run at fullbacks, that's where I really want you to make a decision. And he did that against Atletico Madrid. And people won't forget that. So, yeah, that was pretty interesting. That was very interesting. I really liked Coman's game overall. And Flick saying that's the benchmark. Because I agree with Flick. I think that is the benchmark for Kingsley Coman. If I'm Coman, I'm taking that game and I'm saying, yeah, this is how I need to play every game. Why are you turning off? Do y'all just have moments where you want to be cheap and boring? Come on. Decide, okay? Do you want to help me or do you want to be against me? That's where we... Oh. Flickering. All right, well, here's an example, right? If you're a fullback, let's just say you're Trent Alexander-Arnold. I mean, look, watch that game in 19? Callback, right? Liverpool versus Bayern. That must have been the most persistent pass in the entire game. It was just Javi Martinez passing to Frank Ribéry the majority of the game. But with that pass, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ribéry was 36, right? Frank was 36. He was still rocking Trent Alexander-Arnold's world, But put Mo Salah on that side instead of Ribéry. You don't get the same thing, right? That's because modern wingers aren't really dangerous players like that. Of course, they're all good players, don't get me wrong. Salah's amazing. But I'd rather have Sane, if you know what I mean, because of that threat, Yeah, I don't know. I think that's probably just me. Then everyone's going to be like, no, George, we actually agree with you. And then I'm just going to be here like, no, it's just me that thinks this. Now, I can't be the only one that doesn't really enjoy modern wingers. That's why I like Neymar. Even though he might not be the most likable player in the world because of his diving or the fact that he just decides to take his girlfriend/sister's birthday off every year. I mean, this guy's weird. Smashing mommy. If you say that to my mom, if I say that to my mom, promise me you all will make sure I get absolutely bullied. If I ever post something and say smashing mommy and it's my mom, make sure you bully me. I deserve to get bullied then. But yeah, man, wingers like Neymar excite us, and that's why I love Sane so much. He can excite us and bring, a new dimension to our game. I mean, look what he did. He injured someone's hamstring or ACL in that Sevilla game. No, in the Hoffenheim game, man. We lost that 6-1, but I still felt like Sane. Man, you were the best player on the pitch. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. Oh, we kind of have to phase inside, huh? Alright, well, I might share the end product, but thank you everyone so much for watching. We got this far. Oh my God, I'm an artist! Woo! I feel like Kevin De Bruyne, Thomas Muller. I feel like Kaka. I'm an artist. Okay, no, look at this. Look. This is amazing. Mia San Mia and peace.